Hi guys, welcome to IPM Academy. My name is Srinivas and I'm here to talk about the criteria for admission into IPM Ranchi and IPM Rohtak. In the last video, I have given you a detailed description about the entrance process as well as the criteria to get into IPMAT Indore and thereby into IIM Indore. So today we're going to discuss about the selection criteria or the selection process followed by the two colleges Rohtak and Ranchi. Now first about Rohtak. Rohtak is the second college which started off with IPM after IIM Indore. They have noticed that IIM Indore's IPM process or the IPM course was turning out to be a success. So IPM Rohtak, or rather IIM Rohtak, started this IPM program in the year 2019. So as of today, the first batch is not yet out. However, the first batch is expected in the next 2 years because it's a 5-year program. Anyway, so the eligibility for you to write the entrance exam, that is the IPM Rohtak entrance exam called IPMAT. The eligibility is your minimum marks and age and school completion. We have already discussed about the marks required, about the age criteria, and which standard you have to be in a separate video already. So if you want to access that, please subscribe to my channel and go through the videos in my channel. Today we will look at the IPM aptitude test, basically what happens after the aptitude test, because I've already done a video on the aptitude test of IPM Indore, sorry, IPM Rohtak. Now in this entrance test of Rohtak, as we discussed in the other video, there are three sections. There are three sections. Unlike Indore, if you remember, Indore requires each section minimum marks. In your Rohtak, there is no such requirement. So the process that they follow is a two-stage process. Stage 1 is basically entrance exam. Stage 2 is your interview, personal interview. So to clear this entrance exam, you only need to get the minimum score over the total 3 sections put together. Now the minimum score depends on the examination difficulty level. A difficult paper tells you or the requirement will be lesser score. An easy paper requires a higher score. I'm going to do a completely different video on the cutoffs expected for IPM Rohtak entrance exam, right? The WAT does not exist. Now, what is this WAT? It is a written aptitude test, which is basically an essay which IIM Indore takes in, but IIM Rohtak does not have this criteria. So straight away, if you get the required score in your IPMAT aptitude test for Rohtak, then you will be called for a personal interview. If you do well in your personal interview, then the score of yours will be calculated like this. Okay, so aptitude test score, basically the score you got in your test, that is the entrance test, has a weightage of 45%. I already explained what is the meaning of weightages in the IIM Indore video. Personal interview weightage is 15%. And 10th and 12th is very high. This is something to be taken very seriously. Your 10th class and 12th class scores, which are already done for you, they play 40% weightage in your selection process, whereas interview plays only 15% and aptitude test plays 45% weightage. So to put it very bluntly, if your 10th and 12th are bad, the chances of you getting into Rohtak is slim. Okay, so taking these weightages and the scores that you get in these three areas, they calculate something called as a composite score, and using this composite score, they will select students and give the final admission offer. This is the process for Rohtak. Let's take a look at Ranchi. IIM Ranchi is starting with the IPM program for the first time this year, and this year being 2021, which means this will be the first batch. This will be the first batch to get into this program. Till now, there are no batches because obviously, as I said, this is the first time. Now, the entrance exam for Ranchi, they are not conducting their own entrance exam, unlike Indore and Rohtak. They are saying that they will accept the scores of IPMAT, this is Indore, or an exam called SAT, which is Scholastic Aptitude Test. Now, IPMAT is conducted by Indore, that entrance exam, if you write, you can apply to IIM Ranchi using the score you get into IPMAT Indore. Please keep in mind, it is not IIM Rohtak entrance exam. It is IPMAT Indore, that is Indore's entrance exam. Whereas SAT is an exam conducted by an organization called as College Board. It is not from India, it is from the US. But the exams happen in all the countries across the world. It happens in India also. So you will be looking at writing this exam called SAT, and based on your SAT score, you can also apply to IIM Ranchi. Now the only difference is IPMAT Indore form cost will be around 3,500 or so, if I remember it correctly, or 4,000 rupees. Whereas SAT, it's a bit costlier. SAT entrance exam is 250 or about $150. It is probably 2 times or 2.5 times the cost of your IPMAT. So I assume that a lot of students will be looking at IPMAT Indore, not SAT, although both exams are valid. Now, they also, once you get selected based on your entrance score, you will have 2 things in your round 2. The round 1 is same, just the entrance exam. Round 2 has 2 things. One is called as WAT, the other is PI. Now, WAT is a written assessment test, which previous slide I showed that Rohtak does not have, whereas WAT is an exam or is a written ability test, which is basically writing in English on a particular topic which is presented to you. This happens at the time of interview on the same day as the interview. So these 2 together will constitute your round 2. So the problem with Ranchi is we do not have information regarding quite a few of the details about what is the weightage, what percentage of weightage is given for the entrance exam, what percentage for WAT, what percentage for PI as of now. Okay, the information is not available. Now the important thing to note is Ranchi does not have any age limit, right? So friends, thank you for being here listening to me. In the next video, I'm taking up the process for Jammu and Bodh Gaya. Thank you and see you in the next session.